How's it going, everyone? DE Wrestler here. First ever video. Very excited to join everyone in discussions about Money in the Bank 2012. Has a lot to live up to because of last year's 2011. Probably the best storyline of the year, arguably match of the year, definitely best crowd of the year. Chicago was hot last year. This is going to be even bigger, I believe, because in my opinion, this is Road to WrestleMania starting today. Vince McMahon, big businessman, heard all over the websites that he's going all out. Obviously, we've been seeing all the legends coming back. We know, The Rock's coming back. Rumored Stone Cold will be coming back as well. So I think that tonight we're going to see definitely some things setting up for the 1000th episode, leading into SummerSlam. It was a great idea last year, setting up The Rock Cena for a year. Felt a little dragged out at times, so maybe SummerSlam, giving it almost at half, about a half a year, definitely make the storylines better. So I'm thinking we're going to see starting tonight, possibly some guys returning. I think Mysterio definitely will be back. It's been said that he's going to come back for the 1000th episode. I think we're going to see him surprise entry tonight in the WWE Championship Money in the Bank match. As we see now, it's going to be a little tough to pull off, especially when you have Cena, who can't fly except for his one little leg drop move. You got Kane, can't really do too much. And you got Big Show, who can't do anything. And then Jericho, it's not as young as he used to be, can't fly around as much. So I think that's definitely going to have an effect on the match. So if you add Mysterio, even though he was coming back injured, he knows how to fly. If you have someone like that coming back, there's definitely a chance. Maybe The Miz. It's kind of tough to call. It's very surprising that there's actually only 4 members currently because of all suspensions and people leaving. There's only 4 current WWE champions. I know back when the Attitude Era was going, you'd have 5, 6, 7 main event guys constantly. You'd have Kurt Angle, you'd have Stone Cold, you'd have Rock, you'd have Triple H, you'd have Show still. At that time, you probably would be able to do it. You'd have multiple guys being able to step up into this match, and right now they're just Taker, obviously. But right now you just don't have that. It's kind of almost sad, I would say, that your best guys are Kane, who hold it twice, Big Show, who's, if it wasn't for him being big, wouldn't be doing anything. And right now, his character is flat. You have Cena, Super Cena, does everything all the time. And then you got Jericho, who I'm a big fan of. But like I said, he can't do much. So tonight, I'm thinking we're going to see return, like I said, Miz, probably. Maybe Mysterio. More likely Mysterio than Miz, I think. But I think we might actually get a little bit of a surprise. What I'm thinking, and let me know what you think down below, but what I'm thinking is we're going to get The Rock possibly being a surprise entry, and then whoever loses the Alberto Del Rio Snore versus Sheamus match, I hate Del Rio, versus Sheamus match, the loser of that match will join. So you'll have Mysterio, you'll have loser of that match to make it 6. Your surprise entry will be The Rock. And The Rock wins it. That's what I'm thinking. If not, Cena's going to win. Then you'll have Punk versus The Rock at 1000th episode. Rock wins. Cena cashes in, steals it from The Rock. Then you'll have CM Punk versus Cena at SummerSlam, which is what you'd want to go along with Brock, Triple H. And then you're going to have the setup for Cena versus The Rock, I think, because you're going to want I don't know if everyone remember the UFC incident that happened, I think, a year and a half ago in real life when you had Brock confront Taker at the UFC event after he lost. So I kind of want the American Badass character to come back out and it'd be almost like Mark Calloway in real life versus Brock. Kick the crap at each other because they can both wrestle the same UFC kind of throwing hands. They both know how to do submission moves that are UFC like. Hell's Gate is it's kind of almost like a triangle choke, and then Taker does use a triangle choke, and then you get the Kimura that Brock uses, and plus they both know how to throw hands. Could be a very good match. You'd have these guys version 2. You'd have Brock versus Taker. So you could kind of set that whole thing up starting tonight. So it should be very interesting. The rest of our card, I definitely think Dolph's going to win for the SmackDown. Love Dolph Ziggler. Steal the show tonight is going to be Tyson Kidd. Definitely think that he's going to pull off something cool. That's going to be probably could be the match of the night. CM Punk's going to take it from Bryan. I do like this storyline only because there's actually a storyline for once in a WWE Championship match. It's not, I'm going to beat you. No, I'm going to beat you. Cool, that's fine, let's fight. Well, that's what seems to be happening all the time now. So at least we're going to have a storyline. Who's she going to screw over? AJ, if she's going to have someone something happen. Could have a Kane reappearance back into this. They kind of pushed him aside. No one really talked about him, and all of a sudden, here comes Kane back. Maybe to steal it, maybe to get involved, maybe he wins Money in the Bank, and AJ somehow screws over both of them, and Kane's that. But that's far shot. But that could happen. There's a lot of things that could actually happen tonight. Hopefully WWE actually says, hey, maybe we should do something cool because 1,000th episode's basically a week away. Then you got SummerSlam, which you want to be big, because if it's not, then with the building up the Triple H Brock thing, it's going to fall flat. It's going to be horrible. It'd be nice to see Taker come back at 1,000th episode, see something happen there. I'm going to post also a video coming up about what I think is going to happen during the 1,000th episode as well. Give me your thoughts. Subscribe, please. Like I said, this is my very first video. I'm going to be making a lot. Glad to join the YWC. I've been watching a lot of people for quite a few years. Decided to finally put my hat into the ring. Been watching a lot of great guys for a while. Stevie Breach, definitely one of my faves. NB Wrestler, not as much anymore. I understand the business move, but I used to watch him a lot. And then I'd be very interested to talk about Wrestling Jesus sometime, but we'll get into that later on. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys real soon, alright? See ya!